Okay, I got two great questions for you here. Two absolutely classic questions. If you got these two questions, you understand. You understand stock dividends. 21, Sprint Company had 1 million shares of common stock authorized. Remember, authorization, no journal entry. With a par value of $3 per share, of which 600,000 were outstanding. Now, general rule on dividends is you pay dividends. You pay cash dividends on shares outstanding. Now, stock dividends, you can follow the same theory and say there'd be no reason to give ourselves a stock dividend. A lot of corporations, for convenience, to keep all their shares of stock in effect the same size, will give themselves a stock dividend. So I think if you work problem 3, when we get into homework, one of the problems I'd like you to look at is problem 3. Problem 3, I think when they did the stock dividend, they said issue the stock dividend on shares issued, or declare the stock dividend on shares issued. So cash dividends always on shares outstanding. Stock dividends, first cut, shares outstanding, but if they say shares issued, for convenience of the corporation, follow the instructions, okay? Okay, Smith Company had 1 million shares of common stock authorized, par value of $3 per share, which 600,000 is outstanding. Okay, we're going to distribute the dividend on shares outstanding. The market value was $8 per share. Sprint issued a stock dividend, here's your key now, whereby for each 6 shares, we got 1. So 1 for 6. 1 6, 16 2/3%. That's a small stock dividend. Small stock dividend. So what we're going to do is we're going to capitalize the fair market value. We're going to capitalize the fair market value. So we're going to give 1/6 of 600,000, which is 100,000, times 8. Answer is going to be 800,000. Retained earnings, looks like the answer is going to be C. Looks like the answer is going to be C. You say, wait a minute, you did that too fast. Okay, let's come back now. Let's come back. Okay. How do you calculate a stock dividend? Calculation of a stock dividend. Okay, what you do is you take the percentage. I always use the percentage the same way. So I'm going to use a fraction here with 16 2/3%, remember? So you're going to take 1/6 times shares outstanding. 1/6 times 600,000 shares. 1/6 times 600,000 shares is going to give you 100,000 shares. 100K shares. These are shares to be issued. The stock dividend, you're going to mail people out shares of stock. So you're going to mail them out 100,000 shares of stock. Multiply by, since this is a small stock dividend, fair market value. Fair market value is $8. So your total stock dividend, $800,000. Total stock dividend, $800,000. So you'll see the approach. We'll do a large one for you in just a second. So answer has to be 800,000. You have to debit retained earnings, 800,000. Credit common stock for 100,000 shares times par. 100,000 shares times par is 300,000. And the difference goes into additional paid-in capital. So small stock dividend, percentage times shares, 100,000 shares, times fair market value, total dividend 800,000. The amount that goes into common stock is a par. Par is $3. 100,000 shares times $3, 300,000. Good, good, good. Now look at the next one. Again, as I said, these two, get these two, you got it. Get these two, you got it. Same basic question. Same basic question. Number 23. Smith Company has 1 million shares of common stock authorized with a par value of $3 per share, of which 300,000 are outstanding. They changed that. Smith authorized a stock dividend when the market value was $8 per share, entitling the shareholder, here's your key, entitling the shareholder to 1 for 1. 1 for 1. That's 100%. 100% stock dividend is large. 100% stock dividend is large. 100% stock dividend is large. So you got 300,000 shares outstanding. You're going to give a $300,000 stock dividend. 100% times 300,000, 300,000. Times the par. 300,000 times $3, 900,000. Debit retained earnings for 900,000. Credit common stock. The answer is going to be B. All right? Say, wait a minute, Bill, you did that too fast now. Let's go back and write it down. That's good. I just want you to kind of see it, and then let's go back and look at this. What did we say? We said you take the percentage. The percentage is 100%. You multiply it by the shares outstanding. 300,000 shares outstanding. That says you're going to issue 300,000 shares. We're going to issue 300,000 shares. So the percentage is always the same. 100% times 300,000 shares multiplied by par. This is a large stock dividend. Large stock dividend, you multiply by par, by par is $3. Total stock dividend, $900,000. Debit retained earnings for $900,000, credit common stock, $900,000, large stock dividend. So number 22, answer is going to be B.